Hi, welcome to the LCS Recap. I'm your host, Johnny Esports, and let's talk about the quarterfinals in the League of Legends Championship Series. It was a great weekend of League of Legends. I thoroughly enjoyed all of this. The teams, all in the playoffs, all impressed me, and it was great to go through them. So let's go through these games, and let's talk about what I thought about them. So let's start with FlyQuest and Golden Guardians. This was an awesome series. This is like everything you want when you want to watch competitive League of Legends. It was back and forth. It wasn't a clown fiesta. It was just good play, and it was great. In the end, Golden Guardians were the winner. I interrupt this story with a quick rant. FlyQuest and Golden Guardians. In a 10-team league, how is there two teams with the same yellow? It confuses me all the time, and this isn't the first time throughout this video where I confuse FlyQuest and Golden Guardians names, and I apologize. FlyQuest won, and I thought FlyQuest was going to win, and that's what happened. So I apologize for any confusion. Let's call it an April Fool's joke. Haha, I said Golden Guardians. No, I'm just... but it's a rant. Why in a 10-team league do two teams have yellow as their primary color, and a very similar shade of yellow? It might even be the exact same. I didn't bother to double check that. But it confuses it in my brain as a designer and as a person who's watching teams. In a 10-team league, how are there two teams that are yellow? Triggered. Anyway, back to the video. They took it 3-2 in 5 games, and it was back and forth there. It was great. Biggest takeaway I could take from this is that these teams really lived up to the series. These are two teams that FlyQuest had a hot start and Golden Guardians had a slow start, and they were both kind of on different trajectories, and they both kind of like then started ramping up near the end of the year. And they really met at the perfect time. Week 9, they created a lot of hype with their best of 2 they ended up playing there. And it was awesome to see that kind of continuing. They basically played a best of 7 series that FlyQuest was able to come out on top of. And it was super awesome. It makes all of NA look super strong when your kind of 4th and 5th place teams are like this level. And I'm very, very happy and excited about it. If you're going to only watch one game, watch Game 4 of this series, because that game was insane, and it was super awesome to watch, and it was bonkers. It was awesome, and it was great. MVP of the series does go to Pobelter, and he does it because, well, he played 5 different champs during this whole time. It was really hard to lock down, and really, ones to point out, the Swain he goes 4-0-8 on, the Zoe he goes 6-0-7 on. Just really strong carry performances. I think the Zoe game particularly, which I believe was Game 5, he just smashed in that game, and it was like, Pobelter's ready. Pobelter's ready for Team Liquid, and that's their next opponent, so we'll see what they're going to do to that. I'm just so excited for that series. If I'm going to make a prediction, I'll talk about predictions after, but like, I'm excited for that series. Let's get into Team Solo Mid versus Echo Fox. So in this one, Team Solo Mid did take it down. They do it with a score of 3-1. And my biggest takeaway from this is that Echo Fox really improved a lot through this season. Obviously, there's a lot talked about them needing to go 4-0 to be able to make it into playoffs, as well as beating top-tier teams to get there. And I don't want to understate their improvement, because this is a team I was ready to write off as a bottom-tier team. If you look back to, week 6 or whatever, they're on the bottom of my tier list. And they weren't there. And they really, really proved, even in this series, even losing in this series, that they belong. They win the first game, and they kind of lose the rest of the game from there on out. But they weren't like total smashes. Game 2 was a bit of a smash. But every game after that was like really, really telling that this Echo Fox team is pretty darn good. And, you know, that core, that old Clutch Gaming core, are strong, and you kind of put the right pieces around them. And when Rush is playing well, his team plays super well. Because my big takeaway from this, Rush was given his Jarvan 3 times. Their one win was when he played on Kindred. He was given their Jarvan 3 times, and he went 1-17-15 in those 3 games. And yeah, lost all of those games. So it was pretty rough performance to the Rush, but I really think he got worked around in the jungle. One thing I want to note too is how a huge play of Acadian getting first bloods in each of the first 4 games. First 3 games. Just going nuts in this game and really, really setting that snowball. He probably would have been my vote for MVP, but Bjergsen is the person who ended up winning that one. Pretty deservingly so. Bjergsen played, much like we saw in the other series, Pobelter playing a wide variety of champions, so did Bjergsen, but Bjergsen also accelerated in the supportive type champions as well as carry type champions, so that just shows a lot of versatility for Bjergsen as it goes on. And their next opponent will be Cloud9, which of course sets up a hype series. This is potentially a finals type series, and you know, Cloud9 and having to beat TSM to get to the finals has never been super great for them. We'll see if they're going to be able to pull that off. So I'm really excited for that one. Coming up, Team Liquid versus FlyQuest. Again, this is a series I'm so excited for. I'm so excited to see Pobelter go up against his old team and see what he can do out there. I think he can really have an upper hand on Jensen, and I think FlyQuest are going to do some awesome things in this one. But I'm not going to bet against Team Liquid. I said it all year. I bet a couple times against Team Liquid. I was only right the one time when I said randomly, well, not randomly, but I said Echo Fox was going to win that one. That was the only time I was correct about picking against them. So, of course, I lost other games, but I picked them to win. But anyway, I just wouldn't bet against Team Liquid that one. If I'm going to put a game, sure, 3-2, it's going to go to Game 5. We're going to hear Silva Scrapes, and that's going to be an awesome series there. But the other series is really hard to pick. Team Solomid versus Cloud9, that is certainly a tough one between these two teams. Perennial lineups on both of them. It's exciting to see what Cloud9's going to do with Nisqy instead of basically having Jensen in the past, who just seemed to always falter to Team Solomid. And I'm not saying that was always Jensen's fault or anything like that, but it's all very, very interesting to see what that one is. I think the key matchup is going to be what goes on in the jungle. Svenskeren versus Akaadian, what they're going to make happen. If Akaadian's getting first blood every game all the time, or at least setting up first blood every game all the time, that's going to be really tough for Cloud9 to deal with. And we see Svenskeren overstep sometimes, so this is a game where I look at jungle difference and really kind of point at that. Whereas like maybe the other game I'm looking at like what are the mid laners going to do there. Even though obviously Bjergsen could do a lot on Team Solo Mid, this game I'm looking at the difference, seeing where they're going to really get their advantages in the jungle or not, and that will be a very interesting matchup to watch. Alright, that's it for the LCS recap for the quarterfinals. We're going into semifinals week. I have Team Solo Mid, and I have Team Liquid winning their games, their matches. Who do you got? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, if you want to check out the last episode, you can check it out right there. You can follow me on different social media stuff, or subscribe to the channel. I do shoutcasting, I do lots of different things, a lot of ways to really try to get my voice out there in esports, so subscribing really helps me out. Alright, thanks. See you next time.